So I just got a new toothbrush, and for years I've just had like bog standard shitty manual ones, and this is an electric one, which is cool. I guess because it's like better to have an electric one if you don't already have like kind of fucked up gums. So that's why I made the jump. But the one thing with this toothbrush in particular is it has 5 settings, yeah? And the settings aren't exactly fast, slow, medium speed, it's not that. There's white, clean, sensitive, polish, and massage. Um, Realistically, shouldn't the only setting be clean because it's a toothbrush meant to clean your teeth? Like, I don't mean to sound like an old man, but I think I'm gonna sound like an old man. Like, seriously, technology, like, fuck off with your 5 different settings. I just want to brush my teeth. I do not want a fucking polish massage. Like, I promise this isn't just a video about my new toothbrush. There's a segue coming, but first let me just fucking rant. Why do you need so many different settings? And also, the only good thing about the different settings is they make different noises. Just, I like this. Listen. Right. Okay. So my segue from my new toothbrush, which is going away. Now, it's just we have got to this point in living where we are comfortable enough where the average person with sort of exemplary skills in computing and technology and science and whatever does not need to dedicate their life to essential work. We have a surplus of skill, basically, so we are able to produce products like toothbrushes with multiple different unnecessary settings when the only one you need is clean. But we've got to a point in history now where we can do that with little sacrifice. But seriously, think of the people who designed this toothbrush. Think of how they literally went to work every day to build a toothbrush that did these things when they easily have the skills to do much more valuable work. And it's not their own fault they're making high-tech toothbrushes, and like the Japanese with their high-tech toilets and shit. Like, it's not their fault, the individual. They're being tasked to do this by consumerist companies. These companies are dependent on people buying the newest fandangled product because it seems so appealing, and like I've fallen directly for the trap because I bought the fucking toothbrush. But realistically, the only reason these things are being made are because we're kind of being tricked into believing again into this system where we must have upgrades, we must buy new, and we must buy better, and really better only means more and additional edits and tweaks. This is a toothbrush. It could be used exactly the same as a manual toothbrush. I could use it as a manual toothbrush, but because it has the button, it has its edits, it has its tweaks. And we have so many different examples of things like that are just additions that in the wider scope are unnecessary. Yes, they're helpful, but it's an apparent helpfulness. It's not an actual helpfulness. So think, like, when you're doing things, especially if you're someone with sort of specialized skills that not everyone has, think, am I dedicating my time to the correct thing? And like, if you're a toothbrush company employer, like, sure, you don't have much say in the fact because it's your big bosses that are making you do that stuff, but challenge it and take it up. And if you really want to stand by it, then quit. We have enough toothbrush designs. It's like with the fucking Gillette razors. Every advert for a Gillette razor is, oh, this one's sharper than the last one. You don't want your razor to keep getting sharp because you just end up shearing your own face off, which you can see I already am doing with the current bloody degree of sharpness. So just stop. Get the older one, you'll be fine. We don't need these upgrades, and if you have the capacity to make these things, you probably can do other things of actual benefit, so maybe think about doing them sometime. Not all the time, but sometime. For every 10 unnecessary toothbrushes you make one something of matter and value.